Today's video is going to be a little different. I'm going to do an install video, and what I'm installing is this. The Pitbull trailer restraint system. So if you don't have a motorcycle or you're not interested in motorcycles or moving them around, this is not the video for you. You can click off and go somewhere else. I'll get into the box and what's in it in a minute, and that'll kind of help you understand how this system works. But it's a very secure way of transporting your bike, and it's much quicker, easier, and safer to load it and get it locked down and ready for transport than using ratchet straps or some other means like that. The very basics of how the trailer restraint system works is it comes with a base plate that bolts into either the floor of your trailer or the bed of your pickup truck, wherever you want to use it. There's quick release latches that attach to that plate, and then there's a bar that goes through the hub of the rear wheel of your motorcycle, and then pieces of the bar come down, roll into the latches on the base plate. You pin those latches down and the bike's secure. It's a little hard to understand the concept when I'm just explaining it, so we'll jump forward to a video now of the system in action, and then we'll go right back to the full install. I'll start unboxing it, and we'll go through every piece that it comes with. So I've already pulled out all the instructions, stickers, and my invoice from inside the box. So I open it up. This is the piece that actually attaches your motorcycle to the stand. Now, it's my understanding that for almost every motorcycle that they make these for, this bottom section is interchangeable and only the pins need to be changed. Mine is for a single-sided swing arm Ducati, so this pin is longer than the other one. If you buy a new motorcycle and you already own one of these, all you have to do is change out the pins to fit the new motorcycle. This is the mounting plate that will go into the floor of the trailer or the bed of your truck. Here's your mounting hardware. And here are your quick release latches. My mounting hardware came with the 2-inch bolts because I have 3/4 inch plywood floors in my trailer. If you have anything thicker than 3/4 inch, they recommend getting the 3-inch bolts, which is an option on the website for the kit. Now you want to measure everything out in the trailer the way you're going to have it when you're towing the bike. In my case, I'll be towing a car with the bike, so I went ahead and loaded the car where I'm going to have it while I'm towing and marked the very front of it with this line, so I can't put any piece of the Pitbull system behind that line. I also have the bike centered, so it takes full advantage of the V-nose trailer and gets a little bit more room. But I don't want the front wheel of the bike pressed all the way up against the trailer, just so it's not rubbing up and down on that. There is a little bit of play in the system, especially since the front end is not held down like it would be with ratchet straps. So I'm going to move the bike back off the wall just a little bit to make sure that it doesn't rub on the trip. Now I want to test fit the Pitbull system on the bike and see where it falls in the trailer. So I'm going to start with the long arm side. I'm going to remove the pin. Slide this all the way over. Then put it over the back wheel of the bike. Put my left side in. Then slide my right side into place. Make sure it's all the way in. Take my pin and slide it back through. And then secure the end. Now I can stand the bike straight up and see where that falls. This will be the middle of the plate. To give you a better idea of where your plate's going to fall, you can go ahead and take your quick release latches, slide them onto the bar, and pin them so they don't come loose. And as long as everything's tight here, you can press down on this bar and get your latch to line up with the plate. Then take a Sharpie and you can mark this notch in the plate right here, maybe a couple other lines on the side as well. just to show you exactly where the plate's going to fall. Then gently let your bike back down onto the side stand. In some cases there might not be enough room on the rear side of the bike to put the system, so you can reverse the pins, just switch the side they're on and run it underneath the bike. And slide it into place on the front side. Put your pin back through and secure it. Now you can put the plate on the front side of the rear wheel to give yourself some extra space. Now that you've measured everything out and made sure it's all even, you want to tape down your base plate just to make sure it doesn't move when you're drilling. I'm using Gorilla Tape. You don't need anything this strong, but it's just what I had on hand. Now take your drill with a 3/8 bit, use your base plate as a template, and drill the outer 4 holes. As you drill your holes, you can drop in your 2-inch bolts or your 3-inch bolts, depending on what you got, with your mushroom standoffs, just to keep the template in place. After you have your bolts through, you can crawl underneath and put on your washer and your nylock nut. Do not tighten these too much. It only calls for between 8 and 10 foot-pounds. Too much and you'll crush the mushroom standoffs on the top and you won't be able to put the quick release latches on. If you don't have a second person to help, you can take a pair of vice grips and grip them onto the nut on the underside, and then have the handle press up against one of the other bolts, and then you can take an Allen from the top and tighten it down. Then back on the top side, take a 7/32 Allen key and tighten the bolt. Now that the bolts are tight, you can take your quick release latch, pull the pin up on the side, and slide it into the bolts. Do the same on the other side. Make sure they're secure, the pins drop in place, and that the opening of the latch is facing the direction you'll be loading the bike. So the bike will come in this way, the latches will lift up, and they'll catch right here. Also make sure that they're on the inside of the plate. You don't want them mounted on the outside of the plate. Once the floor plate is in place, you can take your mounting bracket and put it on the rear wheel of the motorcycle. Take your pin, slide it into place, and secure it. Now take the bike, stand it upright, make sure you're lined up with the middle of the plate, have your kickstand up, and roll it forward until the pins catch. Then take your safety pins, slide it through the hole, and secure it on both sides. And that's all there is to it. It's a really simple install. Shouldn't take you more than maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour if you're by yourself. You have to keep going underneath to secure that vice grip. I'll have a link in the description where you can buy a Pitbull trailer restraint system. They also have great stands for the bikes as well. I've been using one for years on my bike, never had an issue with it. Hopefully I'll have the same success out of the trailer restraint system. Like I said, there are different pins for different bikes, so make sure you select the right pin for your motorcycle. And then if you decide to change motorcycles in the future, you just change out the pins. You have the same trailer restraint system. It works pretty much universally. I hope this install video helped you out. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you'd like to see more content like this, you can subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.